Coffee Break with me. Woo! Hi guys! Welcome back to my channel. How are you today? Today I'm here with another video for my collection series. I've slowly been trickling in these videos where basically I take a theme, a type of product, what I have in my stash, and I share every single item that fits the category. So today, I thought because matte everything is so on trend right now, I thought that I would share with you guys all of my matte palettes. Now I want you guys to keep in mind that what you guys can see in the background of my videos usually, not right now, we're trying something new. We're trying something new with this plastic vinyl back here, but typically what you see in the back of my videos, that's all the makeup I have. I know some people think that my Alex drawers are full of stuff. Usually I just keep those for storing like packaging, letters that you guys send me. There's no makeup in there whatsoever. So all of the stuff that you see behind me is all the product that I own. If I try something that I don't like, I pass it on, I share it, I give it away, I donate it, I don't keep it. I don't like to keep stuff just sitting there if I'm not going to use it, unless it's something that is really trendy or really, it's like a cult product and I need it for reference. For example, the Naked 3 palette. I don't like it, but I have it. The Naked 2 palette, I don't like it, but I have it because, you know, makeup is so fast-paced. It changes so often and there's so many products that it's always nice to have those cult products to compare new products to. Anyway, so welcome to Coffee Break with Dani, the world of long introductions. So because you guys, I want to share little pieces of my collection with you guys so you guys can just see what I've held on to or what I like or what has made a difference or what I recommend. And so I thought the collection series would be perfect for that because I share favorite products and you guys get a little insight as to the stuff that I have in the background behind me. So let's go ahead and get started. Matte palettes, you guys know, are just the thing right now. Matte lips, matte palettes. What is it about matte? I mean, I'm all about the highlighter life. But there is never a day that I don't wear makeup that I don't use matte eyeshadow, so it is a big deal. But an all matte palette, a good all matte palette, tends to be tricky to find. So I want to share with you guys the ones that I have in no particular order, but they are highly recommended. The first one is the Too Faced Natural Matte, and I actually wanted to get this when my friend Samantha came to visit because she was like, oh my god, you need it in your life. And I was like, okay, I'll get it and I'll get it and I'll get it, and eventually I just never did. But Too Faced was sweet enough to send it to me. Oh my gosh, it is stunning. This is the ultimate matte palette for those with warm undertones. If you have neutral to warm undertones, this is your palette. But you know what? Even if you have cool tones, because my friend Sam is a huge fan of this palette and she has cool undertones. So I would say this is a matte palette for everybody. And the tin is really cute. It comes in one of those magnetized metal tins. It is compact. It's one of the more compact ones that I'm going to show you. So that might be a selling point for you guys. So definitely one of my favorites. And I think I like this one a lot, especially because of two colors in this palette, Chocolate Cookie and Lace Teddy. These two colors right here. Oh my Lord. That's that one. And that's that one. You see how beautiful that is? Another one that I didn't think I would like, and once I tried it, I became a huge fan. I didn't think I was gonna like this one because it kind of reminded me a little bit of the Naked 3 palette. This is the Pure Minerals Soul Mattes palette, and those are the shades in there. But this color right here, it just took my heart. I was like, okay, fine, you need to come home with me. And then this one I think is called Alter Ego. Look at that. Oh, it's the most beautiful like maroon burgundy shade. So this is from Pure Minerals. I think actually they're called Pure now. Pur Cosmetics. I think they changed their name. That's what the palette looks like. So it's a really pretty palette, and it's one of the more mid-range price brands. So that might be something that you want to add to your collection, especially because of the plum and almost like mauvey plummy shades. So perfect for those of you with blue eyes or green eyes, but it's also perfect for a different smoky eye. So if you guys want to do like a plummy smoky eye, it's really good for that. Then another one that you can actually get at a really good price when the Balm has a sale is the Meet Matte Nude palette. This is from the brand TheBalm. And this is a palette that I used to use religiously before I had my YouTube channel. And now that I have it, I totally forget to use it. This is a palette perfect for all skin tones, anywhere from cool undertones to warm undertones to light complexion to deep complexion. Look at the colors in this palette. Aren't they stunning? I really like that you're able to mix colors. So for example, if you're not gonna go in with white on the brow bone, when I use this palette, I use the white with this yellow down here. I mix them together. You guys, I don't remember where I left off because my camera, this is one of the things I don't like about this new camera, is it heats up like every 20 minutes. So that's not gonna cut it. We're gonna have to go back to the old camera. So it heats up and it has to turn off and it has to take a break. Who takes a break while filming? Doesn't this camera know that I sit down to film for about 4 hours? It's not down to chill with us, you guys. And I was telling you guys that this is a perfect palette for all skin tones and all undertones. You guys can mix your own colors and make it work for you. I really like this palette. It has those beautiful cool shades there, and then these three warm shades. That pink's perfect for the cool complected. This beautiful, almost like slate blue. It's definitely more cool than warm, but it'll work with all skin tones, and you could get it at a really good deal. A palette that I've held on to because I don't want to give up on it, because I feel like I can find a place in my heart for it, but it's definitely not my favorite, is the Tartelette Palette, especially after the In Bloom one came out, and I totally dropped my panties for that one. This one is like, meh, not that exciting. And you guys can tell, I mean, look at the shades in the palette. You see how many of them have barely even been touched? I mean, I've barely touched most of those colors. I've used them once, twice, maybe 3 times, and I just can't jump on the Tartelette train for some reason. It's really cool to me, you know, it's very plummy and cool. And the funny thing is that the Pure Soul Mattes palette is too, but it has that really beautiful, warm, like peanut buttery toffee color. So this one, it's just like somewhere in between. I feel so lukewarm about it, and I don't like to feel that way about palettes. I like to feel really excited, which brings me to my next point. Another palette that I am super excited about, and this is a new addition to the Coffee Break family. This is the 8-pan Ever Matte palette from Gorgeous Cosmetics. Are you dying? You are, aren't you? Look at that. Isn't that amazing? Okay, so let me show you a couple of the colors. Those are right there. Are they stunning or what? I love this palette because it looks like if it was a warm palette, but it's actually a both palette. It's definitely warm and it's definitely cool. Black goes either way. This mauve is definitely cool. This beautiful brown. These 3 right here are warm shades. Then you have like the warm and the cool highlight shade. And then this one down here is cool as well. So it's a perfect balance of eyeshadows. And look at the size of the pans. Look at that. Huge pans. They're enormous. So I'm totally dying to create a lot of looks with this palette for you guys. This is one of those palettes that is probably a must-have unless you have the one that I'm about to show you. Oh, and before I forget, I do have a friend at Gorgeous Cosmetics. She did offer me a discount code. It's not an affiliate code. I'll repeat, it's not an affiliate code. I'm not making a dime, but it is going to get you a mega huge chunka discount. Chunka-dunka discount, you guys. Like legit humongous discount if you want to try out this palette. It's a huge palette. The pans are huge. The colors are beautiful. I mean, the pigment is, look at that. You see that black? That is black. The pigment is amazing. They're soft, they're buttery, they're easy to blend. So if you guys are curious or you saw how excited I got about this palette, use that discount code. All it's gonna do is save you money and make me happy because it's not an affiliate. I repeat. Do I need to repeat it again? Okay, I just want to make sure that's out there. And the queen of all matte palettes, the one that stole my heart, and I think everyone needs this palette in their lives, is the Kat Von D Shade+Light Eye Contour Palette. This palette is bae. Yes, I said it. I said that stupid word. This palette is so bae, you guys. You need it in your lives. It's the best. It's the perfect matte. It's the perfect matte palette. The perfect one. This palette is actually set up like quads. You have your warm quad, your cool quad, and your neutral quad. And so it's supposed to be a palette that is good for everybody. And when I say everybody, it totally is. Now, if you're not a fan of soft eyeshadows, there are some people that get a little angry with soft eyeshadows. Me personally, like the formula of Lorac shadows, I get really mad because I make a mess. But it's not the eyeshadow's fault. It's my fault because I'm a gorilla. But this one is soft, but for some reason, it's gorilla friendly because every time I use it, I don't care what I do, I end up loving the look that I come up with. And a lot of people think like, oh, well, you know, if I look at it, I don't feel so inspired. I can't come up with very many looks. You can come up with an infinite amount of looks with this palette. You could do a brown smoky eye, you could do a black smoky eye, you can do an everyday eye color for work. You could use this yellow shade here as like a brightening color. There are so many ways you could use this palette. You could use them as eyeliners. You could use your Inglot Duraline from the video that I just did for you guys, and you could create like some sort of liquid liner. I mean, there's so many things you could do. Oh, my nose is so itchy. Probably all that unicorn dust that I just rubbed on my nose. And you guys know, the reason that I know that this palette is my favorite, I think I just said that. Did I say that? Do I have another favorite palette? Oh my God, I just said this is my favorite palette ever. Wow, we just had a moment right now. We just had a breakthrough moment. So the reason that I know that this is one of my favorite palettes is because every single time I've used it, I like my eye look. Every single time I've used it, I like my eye look. Every time I want to use like a glitter, I use this. Every time I want to use a pop of color, I use this. Every time I want to do, you know, a color, an eyeshadow look where I use like a ColourPop really metallic glittery shade, I use it. So anytime that I want to create an eye look and I don't want to think about it, I'll reach for this. Anytime that I've reached for this, I like what I come up with. So you guys, if you guys were thinking about investing in a matte palette and you don't even want to think about it, reach for this one from Kat Von D. It's amazing. So let's do a brief summary. So if you want a matte palette with a lot of options that you're always going to be satisfied with, go for this one. If you want a matte palette that is incredible and very similar to this one, but with not so many options, because remember, this palette has 12 different eyeshadows. If you're like, Dani, that's too many options for me, I'll get nervous. Then the Gorgeous Cosmetics Ever Matte palette, so similar, bigger pans, not so many options, so you're not going to get like overwhelmed or confused. And there's a really awesome discount code in the description box below. Non-affiliate, not sponsored. Do you want me to repeat that? Then if you guys like a more compact, warmer leaning all matte palette, the Too Faced Natural Matte Palette, one of my favorites, guys. Super one of my favorites. So many of you have said that this is one of your favorites. So I know that that is a majority. Is that majority people? The majority of people that have tried it love it. So that's a customer pick. I'm tired, you guys. I'm sorry. If you guys are cool complected and you like the more plummier shades, definitely go for the Tartelette palette. This is definitely for the cool toned person. Beautiful formula. They're silky and they're easy to blend out, but it's more for the cool complected person. I know I'm gonna get a lot of comments saying, I'm warm complected and I love it. Good. I'm so glad you love it. I tend to shy away from it just because of the cool undertones, because it's not my preference. And then two that are kind of like oddballs or randoms that you might not know about. So if you want something more unique, more different, maybe something that's not so trendy, the Pure Minerals Soul Mattes palette. This color right here, I think it's called, what's this color called? BFF. That's a winner. I love that color. As a transition shade, it's perfection. And then the Meet Matte Nude palette, you could get this for like half off from Haute Look, or TheBalm usually has a sale. So it's a big palette. It's very slim. The pan's huge and it'll last you a long time. And you can mix the colors, like I said. This is one of those palettes that I like to use because I can mix the colors and it works out perfectly well. So that is my matte palette collection. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments what other family or category you want to see in my next collection video. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and like always, if you found this video useful, entertaining, or learned something, please give me a thumbs up or subscribe if you haven't already. And until next time, this coffee break is over. Bye guys!